Next story that we have is an Ahmaud Arbery update. Ahmaud Arbery. So if you remember Ahmaud Arbery, this was the case where the three white guys were chasing down the African-American guy, Ahmaud Arbery, who was running out of a house, running down the street. They circled up around him and they pulled the shotgun out and they shot him 3 times. Well, there was a lot of confusion about that case. There was a lot of people who said that shooting and that killing was justified. And they stayed out of custody for like 2.5 months. It went to multiple different prosecutors. Nobody ever got arrested until the video leaked. And of course, when the video leaked, the rest of the public saw what a disgusting situation this was. And those 3 people, Travis McMichael, Gregory McMichael, and William Roddie Bryan, were all arrested for felony murder amongst other charges. And so they are actually scheduled for a court date on July 17th. July 17th at 10 a.m. They're going to be in court. There is a new prosecutor who's been assigned to the case. Their name is Joyette Holmes, who is African-American. He's a black man or woman, and they're going to be leading the case. So what is happening on the 17th? There is a bond hearing motion is what it sounds like. So they're saying that he should be released so that he can go find new job prospects is what their attorneys are saying. Kevin Gough says Bryan lost his job due to the arrest and now has employment prospects, so he needs to be released so he can go get a job. Second motion was also filed, states that bringing the special prosecutor in is illegal. So because they brought in a black prosecutor, that is illegal. The state says that the previous DA, Tom Durden, did not provide sufficient grounds for disqualifying himself from the case. So the government switched prosecutors, and the defense of Roddie is now saying that, well, that was illegal. You can't switch prosecutors. So the motion asks for relief from prejudicial and inflammatory statements by individuals speaking on Arbery's behalf. So they're trying to really narrow the rules of how this trial is going to proceed. These are typically called motions in limine, but what they're trying to do is make sure that certain people can't say certain things, and that way it's not going to inflame the jury. And the judge actually has a lot of leeway to do that. There are rules that say you can kind of craft a fair trial that can include certain limitations on certain types of speech and certain types of activity. Whether or not they're going to get the African-American, the black man or black woman prosecutor off this case is an entirely separate story. That prosecutor, I think, is the 4th prosecutor on the case. And there's been a lot of changes bouncing around all over the place on that case. So this one is happening July 17th at 10 a.m. And of course, we will continue to follow along in that. We want to see if there will be justice in Ahmaud's case. Let's see. They're all entitled to due process. Gregory, Travis, and Roddie, they're all entitled to a fair trial. Nobody's arguing against that. We went through the statutes at length. I explained why this was not a lawful citizen's arrest, why everything that they're being charged with is justified. But let's see. Let's see how the prosecutor's office handles this trial, and let's see if there is any actual justice for Ahmaud.